And that was, and I think I think if there's one thing that is so missing because our country is so young, is we don't have that rootedness in this long history. I mean, it's like, it's like I told someone, I said was standing in Paris at the Arc de Triomphe where 16 roads come together into one traffic chaos. And I sent a video to my mom and I said, "Wouldn't you like to drive in this?" And she said, "No." And and I said, I've stood on the same, I've been in the same house as Marie Antoinette. I looked at the same Eiffel Tower that Hitler did during the occupation of Paris. I've walked in the same cobbles as Napoleon. I've
Mhm.
been to the Roman baths in Bath, England. I have, crossed the same pavement as royalty whose names you know, commoners whose name you don't, all this sort of thing. And I said that to me is so incredibly fascinating to live with and to incorporate and to have that connectedness to to the past and to understand your chapter in that bigger story. And I think sometimes I get oftentimes accused of living too much in the past because it's very modern and very up to date to say, oh, the present, the present, the present. But I think I think that connection is a wonderful, amazing thing to think of all the people who've passed through a place who had hopes and dreams and lives. They got married, they had children or didn't, or whatever have you. And to understand your little slice of that is just so incredibly powerful.